Hi students, today we are going to see the next chapter, fraction. Before going to the chapter, let us know what is fraction. Okay, you have learned in 3rd standard too. Now, fraction means a part. How do you get the part? When you divide the whole thing, then you get the part. Isn't it? When you divide the whole, you get the part. For example, there are 2 children in a family. Father is bringing 2 chocolates for the children. Okay, 2 chocolates for the children. And he gives 1 each. So they got the whole chocolate. So there is no fraction. They are not dividing anything. Isn't it? When that same father bringing 1 chocolate for both of them, then they need to divide and take. They need to take a part of that. They need to take a part of that, part of the whole chocolate. Isn't it? That is called fraction. Okay? In that case only we can bring out fraction. When you are having the whole thing, there no need of having the fraction. When you are dividing, when you are taking a part, otherwise you can say fragment. When you have part of the whole, then you get the fraction. For example, one more example. Here I have 2 crayons. Okay. In the class, usually children ask, ma'am, I have not brought the colors. Please give us. So now I am having 2 crayons. So children are coming and asking. Two children came to me and asking for crayons. So I am giving 1 each. So there is no division. So I gave this to one child and this to another child. So I gave both. So there is no fraction. But both are demanding for yellow color. So now what should I do? I have only 1 yellow crayon. So now I have to give to both the children. So now here I have to divide and give. I have to divide and 1 part to one child, another part to another child. Okay. Then the fraction comes. Okay. In this lesson, we are going to learn what is fraction and what about numerator and denominator. All the things you have learned in 3rd standard, but still we will revise it again. Okay. When you write the fraction, for example, let us take 1 square. I am going to divide into 4 parts. Okay. I have divided into 4 parts. Okay. How many parts are there now? 4. So, total number of parts we will write down, and how much you are going to get, how much you need it. The shaded parts you write on the top. The shaded part you write on the top. Okay. This 1/4. This 1/4 is the fraction. This 1/4 is the fraction for this. This part we say 1/4. And this part we say 1/4. And this part alone we say 1/4. And this part alone we say 1/4. All 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. This 1/4 and this 1/4 and this 1/4 all together make the whole 1 square. Isn't it? All together make the whole. Isn't it? Part of the whole is a fraction. So here I have taken 1 part. So this is 1/4. 1/4 is the fraction. Okay, when we read fraction, how we read? We have 2 numbers here. Isn't it? We have 2 numbers here. numerator, denominator. Which is on the top, we say numerator. Which is down, we say denominator. This is numerator and this is denominator. This is the numerator and this is denominator. Okay. So when we read it, we read numerator as usual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How we say the counting? We say as it is. But when we read the denominator, you must be very careful. We must use ordinal counting. We must use ordinal counting, isn't it? Ordinal counting you have learned in 2nd standard, isn't it so? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, that is called ordinal counting, isn't it? If you forget, you have to recall it again. So now here 4 is here in the denominator. So we have to say 1/4. We have to say 1/4. In other way also you can read it. You can say this one 1/4. Otherwise 1/4. Otherwise you can say 1/4. Okay. Anyhow you can follow to read. 1/4 you can read. Otherwise 1/4 you can read. Otherwise 1/4 you can read. Okay. So now here, in case if we are taking two boxes. In case if we are taking two boxes. Here what will be the numerator? Denominator will be same because total parts are 4. So denominator will be same. But what about the numerator? Numerator is here. Two parts we have taken. Two parts are shaded. So numerator is going to be 2. Okay. Now 2/4. Here we are going to read 2/4. 2/4. More than one is plural, isn't it? More than one plural. So here 2 for 1/4. Okay. For more than one, we have to say 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Okay, 4/4 is actually whole, isn't it? So here 4/4 are whole. Okay. More than one, we say yes. We add yes in the ordinal number, that is denominator. Okay. Now we call it this 2/4. 2/4. Okay. Now you understood. Fraction means a part of the whole. Fraction means part of the whole. Otherwise we say fragment. Fragment also the same meaning, part. Okay. When we divide something, when we divide equally and take a part, take one or two parts, how many numbers you want, you can take it. Take the parts, then that means fraction. Okay. So in the fraction we have two numbers. Usually in the counting we have one numbers. Okay. According to the places we have many numbers. Usually we have one number. But here in the fraction we have two numbers on the top and down. Okay. Top one is called numerator. Down one is called denominator. Okay. So numerator is said as normal counting. Okay. Cardinal counting. But denominator is read by ordinal counting. Okay. So read by ordinal counting. So here we call this one 2/4. 2/4. Okay. And one more thing. When we write fraction, that parts must be divided equally. When it is not divided equally, then there is no fraction at all. Okay. The main rule you have to remember, when you take fraction, that must be divided equally. Okay. Here I said we have divided 4 parts. So here 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, all 4 1/4. Here 4 1/4 together makes 1. Okay. Now let me ask one more square. Let me take one more square and divide into 2. Here 1 by 1 upon 2. Here 1 by 2. Okay. Here 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Now you tell me, how do you call this one? We say half, 1/2, 1/2. 1/2 and 1/2. How many halves make the whole? How many halves make the whole? Here 1/2 and here 1/2. So two halves make the whole. 2 halves make the whole. The number of parts we divide, that many parts when we add, that makes whole. कितना पार्ट्स हम डिवाइड करते हैं उतने सारे पार्ट्स को एक साथ करते हैं तो हम लोग को होल मिल जाएगा, मतलब पूरा मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. So here you have to listen to the video carefully again and again. Okay. So once you are listening and leaving will not work out. You have to listen again and again and understand better what is fraction. Then we will continue in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Here we go.